Hey guys, I just wanted to say a little disclaimer before you watch the video. You might hear some random noises and sounds. It's my family watching the Timberwolves game upstairs. And then also this reading may or may not resonate. If it does, please feel free to interact with me. And if it doesn't, I hope that whatever you do take from the reading, you're able to just process it and decide what is truth for you. So enjoy the reading. Hey guys, there's a lot going on my table, but that's how I like it. I just kind of curated some of my collages I've worked on, and I did a little collaging today. Just kind of things that have been floating through my head, I guess. A little romantic, but that's just also how I like it. So today we are going to do some readings for all 12 signs, and it's Gemini season. It's May 20th. And I kind of wrote some things down I wanted to go over, but I wanted to pull 2 cards for each sign and then just kind of ask the general question of like where duality is showing up in our lives, because Gemini is the twins, and we like to think about duality with the twins, and that could have to do with your head and your heart, or your mind and your heart, and that relationship. But yeah, just generally gonna track where duality could be showing up for each sign. So because it's May, and I have this little calendar, well, like calendar, but I have these cards. I rotate them out each month. I still have my Taurus one up, so we're gonna start with Taurus, and then we're gonna go into Gemini. We'll do one at a time. So yeah, I have these collages. I did this collage actually during the full moon in Gemini, which is about 6 months ago. And I kind of came across it, and I was like, I'm gonna use this, just put it out here. I kind of wrote this whole, like, I think it was like things I was letting go of during full moon in Gemini, and I kind of tore it up and then I pasted it onto this like calligraphy work I did, which was just a circle or Enzo. And then I pasted some flowers. I really liked how this one turned out. And I think that was a really good, powerful moon for letting go of some things I was going through. But yeah. And then I also have this, this is from, I think, like a Vogue magazine or something. It's from one of my magazines, and I really liked the painting. But this one is by Rashid Johnson. Oh, it's from Harper's Bazaar, I think. And this is Soul Painting, Hard Truths, made in 2024. I really love the blues. Then I got my Evil Eye, my Rose Quartz. I have this fairy that my friend made for me. There's a letter on the back. Very special. And I have an Apsara here. The princess. Yeah. So let's get into this Taurus reading. Today I'm going to be using the Lightseers Tarot. I think this is a good deck for getting into light and dark, duality, themes of duality, I guess. I don't have the guidebook with me, but I'm pretty good at just kind of intuitively reading what's going on in the reading. So we're focused on Taurus. Ooh, actually, I want to pull one of these before we start. You are a beautiful, gifted, and sensitive soul, traveling a golden path full of creativity and light. You are on your way to fulfilling your heart's deepest desires. Enjoy each precious moment along your path, to ever greater love and wisdom. Namaste. Love that. Okay. Let's get 2 cards for Taurus. Okay. That's going to be our card. So we have back of the deck is death and rebirth. So definitely some transformative energy for Taurus, and it is the end of Taurus season, the beginning of Gemini season. So we have the 9 of Pentacles and the 3 of Wands. What I'm seeing here is a lot of growth. Spiritual growth has happened in the last month for you, Taurus. But you're kind of stuck. I think this is like your mind is in a place of continuing to self cultivate this like self love and this growth, spiritual growth, but then your heart is like kind of longing for something new or a new adventure. There's something like on the horizon that you like long to be with, and you might resonate with this. This might actually refer to the golden path that we just pulled from, but my advice for you, Taurus, is to continue to find beauty in everyday life. I think, Taurus, you're really good at finding that and finding that stability. And once you have that stability, you are ready to kind of take that next step forward and um, like take that step forward to the golden path, wherever that may lead. But yeah, that's our Taurus reading. Next, we have Gemini. Looks like I'm kind of doing like a speed round, but that's fine. It's a quick Tarot Tuesday. Ooh, a message from your inner child for Gemini. If I could, I would tell you every day to worry less, that you do not know how beautiful you are, that I love you, and you are perfect as you are. Reach for the stars, the ones glowing brightly within, just behind your doubt and insecurities. Embrace them and shine. So we have this idea of inner child for this idea of inner child for the Geminis. So let's get 2 cards for Gemini. And they came out together. We have the 5 of Cups and the Emperor. So Gemini head is like, we're really gonna get a lot done this season. We want to, like, this is our season. We are like standing on business. We're standing on everything we talked about, wanting for ourselves. We are making that first move. But, and that might be head. Heart is probably saying, I'm still kind of recovering from something deep down, and I'm low-key not okay. And I think it's important to remember that when we're making these moves forward, that we're not running away from the past, but really these moves that we are making are rooted in like this transformative energy. Let's see what the back of the deck is. 3 of Cups. So friendship is going to be a theme for you, Gemini. Because in the times alone, you might be a little down in the dumps. Maybe you feel left out or forgotten. But I think surrounding yourself with people you love and friends is going to be really important for you. Three of Cups. And you will get a lot done, but really honor those feelings that you have been experiencing. And if you can kind of see in this image, um, her sadness is like kind of moving, or I don't know, I'm describing this as her sadness, but this energy is kind of going into the cracks, and um, it's a little bit like releasing worry. So, kind of letting those worries, like put that into that like dark hole, which really isn't even a dark hole, it's a hole of light, it looks like. And um yeah. Now we're doing Cancer. You may not recognize me, but I am all around you. I am in the trees you walk by, in everything you see and do not see, in the hidden worlds around and within you. And you, dear soul, are a hologram that shines even brighter in the darkness. All is light. Two cards for Cancer to pray and meditate on. I like prayer and meditation because that is kind of a dual relationship there. With prayer, we also meditate because they're not the same thing necessarily, but when we pray, we also meditate on what we're praying on. And what we pray for is often what we've been meditating on. So there's kind of a dual relationship with the prayer and meditation. I think they're really great and they do go hand in hand. So we have the Fool. And the Knight of Cups. And then we also have Death and Rebirth on the back, so transformation. Cancer is like ready for some love, and maybe like that is kind of what you've been meditating or praying for, is some romance into your life. But it is going to require you to be vulnerable and fall into the unknown. Perhaps this could be a good time to write a love letter to yourself. Have a picnic with yourself and really think about what it is you want to bring forth into this season, because it's going to be your season next. And yeah, I think your heart is telling you want love, and you want like romance, you want this man's or whatever. Yeah, I think that's I'm trying to figure out what the head and the heart is, because I think the heart wants this comfort of a person, and then the head is like, well, if you want that, you have to like fall, you have to like fall into the unknown, like it's there, like that's will be the result of you falling, but you're a little hesitant to fall into the unknown. But I think with the practice of prayer and meditation, you can really make it happen. Leo. Leo, forgiveness. You are who you are because of your history. Every experience has helped you grow. Karma can be released through forgiveness and release. Holding on to disappointment serves no positive purpose. Wonderful happenings are emerging. Openly embrace possibility and feel the light of your beautiful soul flow through. All right, so Leo might be doing some work with some forgiveness. Let's get two cards for Leo. Ace of Swords and Queen of Cups. Okay. I like that in both of these, she's looking up, but her eyes are closed, so she's not really looking up, but her like her body language is the same in both of these. So your head has this sort of you maybe had this sort of awakening or realization, and you are beginning to forgive yourself, um, going along with this idea of forgiveness. And yeah, like your mind is taking you to a whole different place, and it's um, really shedding light on this idea that you've had for a while. And it's coming through in the form of like emotions. Could be tears, it could be art, something emotional. You're very aware and you're very attuned to this feeling, and the feeling is associated with this thought. You think about it and it almost like makes you emotional. So it's kind of a beautiful thing to carry with you, through this Gemini season. So I see this as a time for you. It's really like you time. Like it might be kind of a solo time. Gemini season does tend to be more social, but you might be a little bit more like enjoying the idea of just being with yourself a bit more and your thoughts, because they're taking you to places that are really opening up your heart. And yeah, I think you're being more vulnerable with yourself. So Virgo. Virgo, release the past. For new possibilities to emerge, bless the past, give thanks for it, and let go. Hanging on to heartache causes blockages. Infinitely creative energy and bountiful blessings are waiting to flow through to you. Each moment of each day brings fresh potential. Every virtuous thought helps create a brighter future. All right, so Virgo is going to be letting go of some things. I like that one. Nine of Swords. Yeah, something really has been keeping you up at night. It's maybe a nightmare. Um, and we have the Eight of Pentacles. So, yeah, like if you're allowing time to pass and do its thing, you'll see over time that you really are and have been making progress of letting go. Um, and I this one's interesting because there's all these crows in the sky, and the ninth one is white. So there is some hope, and I like the black and the white because it kind of reminds me of the moon cycles here. So we just went through a full moon. The full moon can be real emotional and really target those dreams of yours, but we're also going back to a new moon, and cycles are changing. Like things are constantly changing for you. And Two of Pentacles, I think like you really do best, your mind is best when you can kind of sit down and write, maybe light a candle, and just kind of like let your worries be manifested through your writing and your art and your creations. And yeah, I think your heart is really, I think your mind is worried, but your heart really does lie in these activities that make you feel really grounded. So keep at it with those, and you are making progress. I see you. So we have Libra, heart song. Check in with your heart. What is it singing? Deep down, you know what is right. You have the answers, but it will take courage to face an issue. As scary as it seems, you can do it. The universe will support you as soon as you take the first step. Okay. This might be a heavily heart reading. Libra, 2 cards for Libra. Page of Cups. I see like Libra, you might be longing for some sort of connection, and you are kind of doing that by being more in community, taking part in the community a bit more, and finding how you fit into all of this. So your mind knows, like, I'm supposed to be hanging out, I'm supposed to be with people, but your heart is like, I want to feel complete, I want to feel fulfilled. And you are getting that the more you immerse yourself with community, but the result of it can't really be described. It's just this feeling. So um, keep staying like involved with the people in your life, because that will like give you the inspiration to write that heart song or whatever. What we have in the background, heart song. Um, and really contemplating this idea of what is connection, what is making me sing, and it really helps to be with others to kind of discover that, how I fit into this whole thing, this whole world, and what I contribute. So yeah. Scorpio. I keep seeing this. Nourish the soul, so I'm going to pull it out. Nourish the soul. Nature's healing energy is sensual and magical. Let it heal you and awaken the sensual and magical by spending time among trees, earth, and sky. Feel the river of life flow through you and know that you are a great ocean of light. Yes. That ocean, that depth. Because Scorpios are deep like that. But yeah, Scorpios, you might want to spend some more time outside. I know I have been. Okay, 2 cards for Scorpio. I haven't really, there's a couple like major cards. Oh, and I just said we've only gotten a couple major cards, but we do have 2 major cards here for Scorpio. So the World and the Hermit. Oh, the duality, which I definitely resonate with. So I think, oh man, I don't know how I could describe where the head and the heart are right now with the World and the Hermit, but I'm going to give this an attempt. I think right now your mind is like, I do really need to be in solitude. It's important for me to like really spend time with myself so I can really understand what my soul is and how it fits into this world. I think it kind of is similar to Libra's. It's slightly different. Um, but the world is like your heart being like activated. So, but I think the heart only knows how to be activated with this time of hermitage or this time of solitude. So, continue to like spend time with yourself and you'll find the key, or that thing that activates you in the world, and people will kind of like see your world coming to life and be like, how are you doing it? And you're like, I don't know, I'm literally just a hermit. Like, and it does start by nourishing the soul. um, so maybe spend some time outside alone, um, under a tree. I like that for Scorpio. Sagittarius, a sacred space. A profound transformation is transpiring in your soul. There is a whole new world brewing. Remember, we are the co-creators of our collective reality. It's time to start a revolution of calm stillness and gentle humanity, to unite and celebrate differences and welcome diversity in ideas, beliefs, and thoughts. So Sagittarius might think about creating a sacred space for themselves. Ace of Cups. And the Wheel. Back of the deck is 4 Pentacles, so security. Ooh. So your head, your mind, you are a philosophical person, Sagittarius. You are like constantly thinking about the meaning of things. And because you have been contemplating and really thinking about the meaning of things, you hold that close to your heart. Like your beliefs, your ideas, your thoughts is deeply rooted in your heart and how you connect with others. The Wheel is sort of inviting an opportunity, or I think an opportunity is going to arise, and you're going to be asked, do you want to take this chance, this fortune, or are you feeling kind of content with your heart already? So you might have a choice, or maybe you already feel like the choice has been made for you, but keep in mind that your philosophy really is rooted in how you love and how you connect with people. And it's really rooted in your heart center. So when you are making these decisions or dealing with the wheel of karma, the wheel, just think about back to your heart and your sacred space, as we have over here. And your sacred space will really generate your karma, your good karma, I think. So the more you put into that sacred space, the more you'll get out of it. That's just kind of how karma works. So we have Capricorn. I started writing some of these in Khmer, but I didn't finish all of them, so you'll see only 2 of them. Be positively you, Capricorn. Go forth and be true to yourself and others. Dare to be different and make mistakes. Create, for it is in creation that you exist and all comes to life. You will give birth to many beautiful creations and experiences by just being you. Namaste. Be yourself, Capricorn. Okay. What is the head and heart saying? It feels like you have to make a choice. And really deep down in your heart, what you are choosing is love. But I think it could be maybe the surroundings around you are making you feel this pressure, like, I need to choose this path or this path, when that's not the case. You just have to sort of choose yourself and like allow the path to be kind of presented in front of you. I think the more we can be ourselves, and because we have Be Positively You, the more we can be ourselves, the clearer the path is in front of us and our contentment lies ahead. Um, but we often have to take that blindfold that's on ourselves. We put that on ourselves too, because we don't want to see what's in front of us. So, with this rainbow and sunshine that lies ahead, there's duality. There's not always the rainbow. Um, we have these two crows and some darkness. Like, the path that lies ahead could also be dark, but the more that you kind of just lean into who you are, um, and the Capricorn is the goat up the mountain, um, people will follow you. And I see like other people here, so it might be like a family related thing. So um, finding who your like soul family or tribe is. So continue to be yourself, and it will attract um, what it is you are looking for, and you'll get unstuck. Um, yeah, it feels stuck right now, but I think even maybe through this reading, you're feeling a little less stuck, and you're like, okay, let me just like be with my family, um, or the people who accept me for who I am. Aquarius. Aquarius, seeds of creation. Loving thoughts are seeds of pure potential. So much is possible for you as the seeds planted in past seasons blossom into fruitful opportunities. May your thoughts be tranquil as the infinite potential of each moment unfolds within the eternally unfolding present. Aquarius, Eight of Swords and Queen of Swords. It says, may your thoughts be tranquil, for seeds of creation over here. And then I see this, and the Eight of Swords is interesting because in the other deck it's like a person and there's swords around them, um, and it can often mean anxiety, but it could really mean a time to just self-reflect and calm those thoughts that have been tying you up, because those thoughts are really your potential. They're not weapons. There's so much great potential there. And we have the Queen of Swords here, who is a leader. She knows how to utilize the swords. They are not weapons, they are powerful tools. And nothing is really going to stop her, except for her thoughts. and you can kind of see she's gazing off. But she's more evolved. She's like, where will my thoughts take me? What can I cut through next? Because here it's almost like, yeah, the eight of swords we're just like reflecting on ourselves and realizing, wow, like my thoughts are really restricting me. But once you realize how to like escape the matrix and just cut those ties with those thoughts and realize those thoughts are actually powerful, those thoughts are swords, those thoughts are clarity, they're sharp, they're important. Who knows what you'll create? So there you go, Aquarius. Pisces. Pisces, a relationship may seem less than perfect, yet from the perspective of your soul, this relationship is here to help you grow. Greater understanding and compassion help, but at the same time, stand up for yourself and your rights. Listen to and be guided by the light in your soul. Pisces. Let's get 2 cards for Pisces. Soul light. It's giving soulmate. Okay. We have the Lovers and the 7 of Swords. So, yeah, you are feeling some sort of connection, Pisces, and it's like, I think this could be my potential lover. And that's where your heart is, and your mind is kind of at this like worry that the other person might be a thief. They might be trying to steal your heart. They might be tricking you, which is a natural, normal thing in the beginning, I think, at least maybe for us water signs. But, you know, we're all guilty of being a little sneaky. So, what is it that you are avoiding, truly, actually, within yourself that's blocking you from this connection? Because it's clear as day that this person is your soulmate. Like, I'm getting soulmate vibes. Like, it's cute. But there's something that's in your mind that has you thinking, well, this person's just gonna leave me one day. This person's just gonna like trick me or deceive me. Are they, or are you sort of making that up in your mind? Back to this one. Listen to and be guided by the light in your soul. Yeah. The light in your soul will really tell you if this person, or not even if this person is good for you, what to do next and how to move next. Have compassion for yourself, have compassion for the other. But this relationship is here to help you grow, truly. You're going to grow. You're already growing. So there you go, Pisces. Okay, Aries. Last one. Aries, eternal flame. Somewhere in this great expanse of atoms is the child you once were. Somewhere in this amazing creation dances every moment ever lived or yet to be. Each moment comes from a galaxy eons away, but ever so close. And I have come to tell you that you are eternally loved. Aw. You hear that, Aries? You're loved. Definitely that one. Okay, the Star and Three of Cups. I love these purples. Aries. Your head and your heart. This is an interesting one. I think like the star wants you to have hope and faith in the future, and the stars, like, it's so interesting because the stars are here too. But surrounding yourself with friends or other people um, sort of reminds you that we're all stars in this galaxy, and to be able to connect and come together is a really beautiful thing. It kind of reminds us that we are all made of light, and we our destinies are written in the stars. So um, yeah, I think you're remembering a little bit of your childhood too, and it's helping you find direction of what to put your faith and your energy into next, because you felt like you lost hope for some time, but being able to like dive into that um, inner child that you once were is really powerful and really brings you closer to the people around you too. And we're all on a journey, and yeah, you are loved, Aries, by the people around you, by the universe. You were brought here for a reason, so don't forget that. Let's review. So, Aries, eternal flame. Pisces, soul light. These are such interesting readings. I'm really liking them though. Aquarius, seeds of creation. Oh, love these colors. This deck was a little hard to read with because I haven't used it in a while. Capricorn, be positively you. I think now that I'm thinking about this, I'm thinking like, don't be afraid to show others who you are, is what I'm getting. Capricorn. I was struggling with that one earlier a little bit. This one, sacred space for our Sagittarius. Yeah, I think everything you create in your heart is going to be reflected in your karma. Scorpio, nourish the soul. And the colors just so perfect. Libra, heart song. Virgo, release the past. Oh, and her dress really matches the Eight of Pentacles there. Leo, we have forgiveness. Cancer, prayer and meditation. Potential romance. Well, your season's coming up, so it will naturally be romantic time. Gemini, messages from your inner child. And Taurus, a golden path. So there you have it. That's our reading. We're almost through May, so I'll be switching out this one for the June calendar. But I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I know there's a lot going on, but yeah, I'm glad I was able to get a little reading in today for you guys.